it's not looking at that corner anymore, which means it tried to follow us and something got in the way. And that's okay. Sometimes we're lucky and things don't get in the way and you don't have to have it find you again. Sometimes you do. It takes a few seconds, but it's not the end of the world. And when it does follow you, it kind of makes you happy because then you don't have to spend that extra step and a little bit more time. So make sure that this is good and plumb. There, it's pretty good. We're on our tack. Now we need to tell it where are we. So we are in the southeast corner. So I'm going to go back to my map and I'm going to scroll over to the southeast corner, red, 10 by 10 offsets, 168. Apparently does not want to be tapped. There it goes. So point number 168 is where we're at. We're on a 5-foot rod height. It does not have the little hourglass and the distance is not being shot. That means it's not looking at me. So I'm going back to the joystick. I'm going to tell it, hey, look right. It's red, now it's green. It means it's pretty close. I'm going to hit the lock button. And it's going to start doing that fanning back and forth, up and down, same time. Once it locks on to me, it'll start flashing real fast. So there, we know it has me. And 92 feet seems to be about appropriate. So I'm gonna hit that save button. So now this screen is really important if you guys want to come in and kind of look and see what we're doing here. Once this screen goes away and we hit accept, it's not coming back. So we really need to pay attention when this screen's up. The only other way to get it to come back is to redo your setup. That is the geometrical error between our 2 points. And that could be a number of things. It could be the hub got knocked around. It could be we're not level. It could be a number of things. 5 thousandths on the northing, 7 thousandths on the easting. That's less than an eighth each way, about a 16th. That's pretty damn good. If we're seeing things like 8, 10 hundredths, we need to figure out what's going on. Try setting up again, see if maybe it picked something else up. See if your hub looks like it did get run over, you know, at some point between the last time you used it and this time. You don't know what happened, but something's definitely wrong. The other thing we're looking at is our angle. So HA, horizontal angle. If you look, we got 353 degrees and 86 degrees. Well, 353 is 7 degrees away from 360. So 7 plus 86. 7 plus 86 is really close to 90 degrees. So we're good with our horizontal angle. We're close to 90. We're less than 100th each way. We're really good there. So we're gonna hit accept. That screen's gone. It's not coming back, but we confirm that we're good. If you forget to do that, set up again. This thing will let you set up and do some really stupid stuff. I've had it show a foot before and it didn't throw any errors. So instead of 100th, it was showing a foot. That's the best that you're gonna be able to stake anything if you stay with that setup. That's not okay for what we're building. It'll let you do some stuff that you're not supposed to, so make sure you're paying attention to that screen. So next, we're gonna go in, and like I said, I already calculated the footing corners, so we aren't wasting time on that. The stake option is right here. This is our main menu, and we're gonna go into stake points. From here, we're gonna go over to G-line. And I'm gonna go back to my paper to make sure I'm actually on G-line here. So I need point number 51. There's point number 51. That is our center of our footer. These are our corners of footers. So I'm gonna stake one of these, and then you guys are each gonna stake one of these as well. So I'm gonna pick 177. I don't know why it's not letting me pick. And it came up as a code footing. That kind of confirms we're doing what we think we're doing. And I'm gonna hit stake. So now you're gonna see it's telling me I need to go to the total station 5100ths, left of the total station 28'6". That's as if I'm facing that, not if I'm facing away. Left is not my left at all times. Left is only that. Pat said it's stage left. I don't know if any of you guys were in there, but that was a really good example. So we're gonna go this way, and I'm gonna be following this as long as I can. Now it just lost me. If I was staking this and I didn't know about where I was going, maybe I fix that now. If I know about where I'm going, I might get a little bit closer and then have it find me, and then I'll start walking it into where I need to go. I know about where I'm going, so I'm going to go. And back in my joystick, it's the same place as it was earlier. That top ribbon, I'm gonna go joystick, I'm gonna tell it look left. It went from green to red. I'm gonna walk it back to where it goes red to green, and then I'm gonna hit the lock button. It's gonna scan. Now it's blinking fast. It found me. And now it's telling me I need to go away from the total station 11 hundredths and left 1 foot and 66 hundredths. So I'm gonna go left and make sure I'm plumb. 26.61. So now I'm 2 hundredths to and 9 hundredths left. I'm gonna go ahead and 2 and 9. So now instead of looking at that, that's telling me I'm really close, but if I didn't pay attention to that level bubble, and I was pretty close. I was actually hoping it would be a little bit more out of level. So I'm 2 and 2 there. That's pretty good. With a footing, 3 hundredths, I'm living with that. I'm gonna keep rolling. They're gonna dig it. Your paint dot's gonna be no smaller than that. That's half an inch at least. So put a dot first. Always paint first, because the second you save it, you're gonna be like, all right, next point. And then you're gonna forget to paint it. Now you gotta do it again. So paint, and then we're gonna save. That save is a CYA. If you ever have anything go wrong, the first person that's gonna get blamed is the person doing layout. It happens every time. That is a CYA. That is what I did, and it's a great place to start. Figure out, all right, is that where it was supposed to be, or did I mess up? Yes, it was where it was supposed to be, and then you can start chasing what happened from there. It's always a good idea to save your work. So I'm gonna hit save. This information is everything that was on the screen before, and we already confirmed that it's good. We don't really need to look at it. All it's doing is telling you this is what I'm saving, and it's in a slightly different format. All we're gonna do is hit the green check mark. We don't even really need to look at it because we already did. Once you hit save, it goes to the next point in the list. For this, I set it up to where each point, Cassidy, whoever's gonna go next, gets the next point, and it already is gonna jump to it. If you're going from footing to footing to footing, that might not work like that. You might be going from point number 1 to point number 20, and you just go back to your map and select the point like we did to get over here. But we have it set up to where it's gonna jump point to point to point. So if each one of you, whoever wants to go first, take it, and let's stake all 4 corners.